Your soulmate is dealing with something secret and you're connected, my beloved child. Don't skip, because what you are about to hear is not an ordinary message. Something has been hidden from you for longer than you realize, and the strange part is that your soulmate has been carrying this secret alone, believing they were protecting both of you by staying silent. But silence has a limit. Right now, something is beginning to shift behind the scenes, and every small sign you have ignored is quietly pointing toward the same truth. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has reached a moment where pretending everything is normal is no longer possible. Every smile they have shown the world has covered a storm that only a few people could sense. They have replayed your name in their mind more times than you could imagine, wondering if revealing the truth would bring you closer, or push you away forever. They thought keeping this burden hidden would make life easier, but instead it made every day heavier. The connection between you has never disappeared. Even when there was distance, even when there was silence, something invisible kept pulling both hearts back toward the same destination. That is why this moment feels different. It feels like the story has finally reached the chapter that can no longer be skipped. Listen carefully, because the next few moments matter more than you know. Your soulmate recently discovered something unexpected, something they never planned to face. It was not a coincidence. It was not an accident. A conversation they never expected to hear, a memory they tried to forget, and a single realization changed everything inside them. Since that day, they have started looking at your connection through completely different eyes. They now understand that every delay, every unanswered question, and every confusing moment had a reason hidden beneath the surface. Don't skip. Most people leave before they hear the truth, but you are not here by accident. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. There is one detail your soulmate has not shared with anyone. Late at night, when everything becomes quiet, they think about what would happen if you suddenly stood in front of them. They imagine the first words they would say, then erase those words because they never seem powerful enough. The secret is becoming impossible to hide. Every passing day increases the pressure inside them. They keep telling themselves, tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. But tomorrow keeps turning into another tomorrow. The longer they wait, the stronger this invisible connection becomes, almost as if life itself refuses to let the story remain unfinished. Before this message ends, there is one more truth you need to hear. Your soulmate believes that a turning point is closer than anyone realizes. Small events that look ordinary are quietly moving pieces into place, preparing both of you for a moment that neither of you expected to arrive so soon. The secret they are carrying is not about fear alone. It is also about hope. Deep inside, they believe you deserve to know everything, but they have been waiting for one final sign before opening that door completely. Don't skip, because the next chapter reveals why that sign may already have appeared without either of you noticing. Stay till the end of this journey, because something huge is waiting for you, and what happens next could completely change the way you understand every silence, every delay, every unanswered feeling, and every strange coincidence that has followed your connection from the very beginning. This is only the beginning, and the biggest revelation has not been spoken yet. A quiet shift has already begun, even if neither of you can fully see it yet. Your soulmate has stopped asking themselves whether they should face the truth, they are now asking how much longer they can keep hiding it. That single change has transformed everything inside them. Every ordinary day now feels filled with invisible pressure, as though life is gently pushing them toward a conversation they can no longer avoid. Don't skip, because this is the moment where everything starts connecting. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They recently found an old memory that instantly brought you back into their heart. It wasn't just a photograph, a place, or a familiar song, it was the feeling attached to it that refused to disappear. For the first time in a long while, they allowed themselves to imagine what life could look like if fear was no longer making the decisions. That thought stayed with them far longer than expected. Since then, they have been noticing unusual coincidences everywhere they go. They keep hearing words that remind them of you, meeting people who unknowingly bring your name into conversations, and finding themselves pausing during quiet moments because your presence suddenly feels incredibly close. They have tried convincing themselves that these are only coincidences, but deep inside they know something far greater is unfolding. Every step they take seems to guide them toward the same destination, and with every passing day, the secret becomes too heavy to carry alone. They have reached a point where pretending nothing is happening no longer feels possible. What your soulmate has not told anyone is that they have already rehearsed the conversation they dream of having with you. They have imagined your reaction 100 different ways, hoping that when the truth finally comes out, it will explain every confusing moment instead of creating new ones. They know there were times when silence may have looked like distance, but inside their heart it was never distance at all, it was uncertainty, fear, and the hope that the right moment would eventually arrive. Don't skip. Most people would leave before hearing what comes next, but this is exactly where the story becomes impossible to predict. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has started letting go of the excuses that once held them back. They are beginning to understand that some connections are too meaningful to remain hidden forever. Every passing hour strengthens their desire to stop running from what they truly feel, and the closer they get to that decision, the more powerful the bond between you becomes. It is almost as though every unanswered question from the past is slowly arranging itself into a single picture, one that finally makes sense after all this time. The truth is no longer waiting in the distance. It is quietly moving toward both of you, step by step, preparing for the moment when silence will finally be replaced by honesty. But there is one final detail you still don't know, and it may be the most important of all. Very recently, your soulmate made a private promise to themselves. No one heard it. No one witnessed it. Yet that promise has already started changing the direction of their life. They decided that if one more unmistakable sign appeared, they would stop hiding what has been locked inside their heart for so long. Since making that promise, strange timing, unexpected encounters, and meaningful moments have continued appearing one after another, making it harder for them to believe that any of this is random. Don't skip, because the next chapter reveals whether that final sign has already appeared without either of you realizing it. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The secret that has connected both of your journeys from the very beginning is closer than ever to being revealed, and when that moment arrives, every delay, every unanswered feeling, every unexpected coincidence, and every silent hope will suddenly fit together like pieces of a story that was always meant to reach this unforgettable turning point. Something has changed inside your soulmate, and this time it is impossible to ignore. The fear that once kept them silent is slowly being replaced by an unexpected sense of courage. They are beginning to realize that some truths become heavier every time they remain unspoken. Don't skip, because what happens next connects everything you have heard so far. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Over the last few days, they have caught themselves smiling for no clear reason, only to realize that every hopeful thought somehow leads back to you. It surprises them because they tried so hard to convince themselves that time would weaken this connection, yet the opposite happened. Every day apart has only made their feelings clearer. They have started noticing that every important decision feels incomplete unless they imagine you standing beside them. Even during ordinary moments, your presence quietly enters their thoughts without warning. They no longer see your connection as a distant possibility. They are beginning to believe it has always been guiding them towards something extraordinary. The secret they have been protecting is no longer just a memory, it has become the reason they are preparing to change the direction of their future. Every heartbeat reminds them that waiting forever is no longer an option, and every silent prayer inside their heart is slowly becoming the strength they once believed they would never have. There is another truth your soulmate has kept hidden from everyone around them. They have been watching life place unexpected opportunities in front of them, and each one seems connected to the same invisible path. At first, they ignored these moments, believing they were nothing more than coincidences. But the pattern became impossible to deny. A familiar place suddenly appeared again. A meaningful conversation happened at exactly the right time. A forgotten dream returned with incredible clarity. Each event carried the same quiet message: stop running from what your heart already knows. Don't skip, because this is where everything begins accelerating. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has started preparing themselves for the possibility that the next time your paths cross, they will no longer hide behind uncertainty. Instead of rehearsing reasons to stay silent, they are now imagining how they can finally speak honestly. They understand that real connections are not built on perfect timing but on genuine courage. For the first time, they are willing to risk being vulnerable because losing another chance feels far more frightening than revealing the truth. The walls they spent so long building around their emotions are beginning to fall, one piece at a time, and behind those walls is a heart that has quietly chosen you again and again. Now listen carefully, because the next chapter is closer than anyone realizes. A moment is approaching that will seem ordinary on the outside but unforgettable on the inside. Your soulmate doesn't know the exact day or hour, yet they can feel that something important is moving toward them. Their instincts have become stronger than ever, and every sign around them whispers that the waiting season is almost over. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is one final piece of the secret that has not yet been revealed, a piece capable of changing the way both of you understand everything that happened before this moment. The unanswered questions, the unexpected silence, the delays that once felt painful, and the mysterious coincidences are all leading toward a single revelation. Your soulmate is closer than ever to opening the door they have kept locked for so long, and once that door opens, there will be no turning back. What follows will not simply explain the past. It will create a completely new beginning, one that neither of you expected, but one that has been quietly waiting for the perfect moment to unfold. A moment of truth is now closer than ever, and your soulmate can feel it without fully understanding why. The weight they have carried for so long has reached a point where it can no longer remain hidden behind quiet smiles or carefully chosen words. Every sunrise feels like another chance to finally step forward, and every sunset reminds them that waiting forever is no longer possible. Don't skip, because this is where everything begins to unfold in ways you never expected. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They have started seeing your connection differently, not as a distant dream, but as something real that has survived every obstacle placed in its path. Even the moments that once felt like endings now appear to have been preparing both of you for this exact chapter. Your soulmate has realized that every unanswered question was shaping them into someone brave enough to protect what truly matters. The secret they have guarded is no longer controlling them. Instead, it is becoming the very reason they are finding the courage to move forward. Deep inside, they know that one honest moment can change more than years of silence ever could, and that realization is giving them a strength they never believed they possessed. There is something even more surprising happening behind the scenes. Someone close to your soulmate recently noticed that they have changed. Their eyes carry a different kind of hope, their voice has become calmer, and their decisions no longer seem driven by fear. They were quietly asked what had happened, but instead of explaining everything, they simply smiled because some stories cannot be understood until the right moment arrives. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate is beginning to trust the connection instead of questioning it. They no longer spend every night wondering if they should let go. Instead, they find themselves wondering how they can finally be honest without losing the chance they have been hoping for. The secret that once felt impossible to reveal is slowly becoming impossible to hide. Every meaningful coincidence, every unexpected reminder, and every peaceful moment seems to whisper the same message: the time for silence is ending. They are no longer running away from what they feel. They are quietly walking toward it, one decision at a time, believing that when the truth is finally spoken, it will explain every confusing chapter that came before. Before this chapter closes, there is one final truth you need to hold on to. Your soulmate has already taken the first invisible step, even though no one else has noticed it yet. The change did not begin with a dramatic conversation or a grand gesture. It began with a quiet promise inside their own heart that they would never ignore this connection again. Since making that promise, everything around them feels different. Doors that once seemed closed are beginning to open, old fears are losing their power, and a future they once believed was impossible suddenly feels within reach. Don't skip, because the next chapter holds the revelation they have been preparing for all along. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The secret that has connected your paths from the very beginning is standing at the edge of being revealed, and once that final barrier disappears, every delay, every silence, every coincidence, and every unanswered feeling will come together in a way that makes the entire journey feel meaningful. The biggest moment has not arrived yet, but it is closer than either of you can imagine. My beloved child, the moment your soulmate has been trying to avoid is no longer somewhere in the future. It is quietly approaching with every passing day. Their heart has reached a place where silence no longer feels safe. The secret they have carried has changed them from the inside, teaching them lessons they never expected to learn. They now understand that some connections cannot be erased by time, distance, or unanswered questions. Don't skip, because everything you have heard until now has been leading to this very moment. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There have been nights when they almost reached out, only to stop at the very last second, wondering if the timing was still right. Yet every time they stepped back, life seemed to place another reminder in front of them. A familiar face, an unexpected memory, a meaningful conversation, or a quiet feeling they could not explain kept pulling them back toward the same truth: you have never truly left their heart. The more they tried to move forward without facing this connection, the more they realized they were walking in circles. Now they are beginning to accept that the only path that brings them peace is the one that leads them toward honesty. The fear that once controlled every decision is slowly disappearing, replaced by a calm determination that surprises even them. They are no longer asking whether this connection matters. They are asking how they can finally protect it before another opportunity slips away. Something even more powerful is happening beneath the surface, and almost no one can see it. Your soulmate has started preparing themselves emotionally for a conversation that could change everything. They are choosing their words carefully, replaying countless possibilities, hoping that when the truth finally comes out, it will answer every question that has remained locked inside both hearts. Don't skip, because the next few moments are more important than they seem. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They have stopped blaming circumstances and started accepting responsibility for the silence that created confusion. That realization has brought an unexpected peace into their heart. Instead of living with regret, they have decided to live with courage. Every day they grow stronger, and every small step brings them closer to revealing what has remained hidden for so long. The secret is no longer a burden they wish to escape, it has become the reason they refuse to give up. Deep inside, they believe that some stories deserve another chance, especially when the connection has survived every obstacle placed in its path. They are beginning to trust that what is meant to be understood will reveal itself at exactly the right moment, and that thought gives them hope every single day. Now one final mystery remains before everything changes. There is a single moment waiting ahead that neither of you can predict, but your soulmate feels it drawing closer with incredible certainty. It may arrive through an unexpected meeting, an honest conversation, or a simple moment that seems ordinary to everyone else but unforgettable to both of you. Don't skip, because the biggest revelation has still not been spoken. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. When that moment finally arrives, the secret that has connected your journeys from the beginning will no longer remain hidden. Every unanswered silence will suddenly have meaning. Every delay will reveal its purpose. Every coincidence will fit together like pieces of a story that was always leading here. Your soulmate is no longer running from the truth, they are walking toward it with a heart that has finally chosen courage over fear. And what happens next will not simply close one chapter. It will open a completely new beginning, where every hidden feeling finally has the chance to be seen, every unspoken word finally finds its voice, and the connection that refused to disappear is finally ready to reveal why it never let either of you go.